What is up, everybody? Welcome back to another Tearless Tuesday. Compared to all the other Tearless Tuesdays, you usually do not get to see my beautiful hair-filled face because, there was a series of events that happened today that I felt like I wanted to share with you guys. And so here's a little segment because this tier list there's not many. It's not going to be that long of a tier list, so I felt like I'm going to treat you guys to a little story time. All right. I don't really want to call it a new segment. It's just if I have a story to tell, I'm going to tell. So basically, this story is all about today. This all happened from about 3:20 to about 4:30 on February 8th, 2022. Okay. So I work in a warehouse from 7 to 3:30 every day of the week. I was operating a machine called Livingston 2. Okay, so I'm just working all day. I mean, machine's running beautifully. No mishaps with the machine. It works great. I can just turn it on, I can just leave it. It's just a good day at work, So I'm doing that, and the older guy that works with me, he kind of complimented me today. He's like, "Man, you really worked well today," And it was as I was putting on a roll of film that needed to go through the machine. So I got all in my feels, like I did good today. And I forgot to tighten the film onto the roller. Okay. And apparently when you do that, it doesn't go well. It's basically the film went all haywire. It wasn't going on the board because I work with corrugate. It's not cardboard. I work with corrugate, and it wasn't going on the corrugate correctly. Okay, so that was the first problem. So there was about 5 or so boards that made it through, and the film was not correctly placed. But when that happens, for some weird reason, there's a big jam. And that jam occurred, and about 15 other pieces of corrugate got jammed up in like one little section. This is at 3:20, and I could have shut down the machine and just gone home, and it would have been a great day. But I wanted to be a little greedy because I just wanted a few more. So this happens at like 3:20. Board just is everywhere jammed up. So I have to cut it off of this roller, and by the time I'm done with it, it's like 3:35. So it took me like 15 minutes to do it. Keep in mind there's glue everywhere. So tomorrow morning I'm gonna have to go in, clean off all this glue. It must smell bad all day then. So I went from having a great work to the last 10 minutes just ruining it, basically. So that's the first thing that happened to me from the 3:30 to 4:30. So the next thing that happened was I wanted to go get a car wash because I assume most people around here, and we had a bunch of snow, so my car was dirty. So I was like, you know what? It's 50 degrees, beautiful day. I'm gonna go get a car wash. And the car wash has 2 automatic options. I don't want to hand do it. That defeats the purpose of going to a car wash. So I pull into the one where there's no cars waiting. And I look, and it says no card, which is okay because I had a $5 bill, And the totals are like $6, $10, $12, and $15. So, I'm not like overly upset yet. So it's just like it's So I I pull over to the other automatic car wash, and my thought process was, well, if they put no card on that one, surely you can like use your card on this one, or it's a normal amount of dollars, right? Because you'd think that they would use their brain and make the thing $5. Because I had a $5 bill and I had all 20s. Because we live in right, you know what I mean? But they don't accept 20, so I couldn't even use it. So all I had was this $5 bill. So I pull up, I have to wait. I'm behind two cars, and there's already a car in it. So I'm probably there for like 10 minutes before I get up to the thing to, you know, push the button of which I pull up. The first thing I see is no card. And I'm like, well, hopefully the prices are normal in this one. It's the same prices. Who makes a car wash $6? Like, who thought to be like, oh, you're coming to the car wash? How about you give me a $5 bill, but then also give me a $1 bill? So my car's still dirty. If you guys are wondering, I haven't washed my car in probably 6 months, and it's dirty. So then I'm like, you know what, whatever. I was gonna go home. I'm gonna get ready for the stream tonight, and I pull out, and I pull out onto the road, and there's just a long line of cars. I'm like, you gotta be kidding me! And my first thought process was, there's a train. I mean, trains will take a little bit, but it's not super long. And I pull up a little bit farther, and there's a semi in the ditch. Semi is like the main part of the semi is like still on the road. So there's like cops everywhere, and they're having one lane of traffic right around the railroad too. And so I'm like sitting in this traffic for probably another 10 minutes. So I'm just like, you gotta be kidding me. I just want to go home, get ready for the stream. So, all that happens. I finally get through, get stopped at the one stoplight in town, of course. And then I'm like, okay, it ain't worse. I'm just going to go home, again, get ready for the stream, take a shower, just relax. And may I remind you, it was 50 degrees. So snow should have been melting, and it was. But my car, let's just say, is not the best for snow. And let's just say that there's two older ladies that drive the exact same car as me. So that's where we are right now. And my driveway is a little long. It kind of goes downhill and then uphill, and then there's like a slight incline until you get to the concrete. And it's all rock. So, I get going, I make it down the hill, up the hill, and I start to kind of like swerve a little bit. And keep in mind that on Wednesday, when we got the snow, I got out of work early and I swerved all over the place. A bunch of lights came on. I was afraid that my car wasn't working. So I had to deal with that on Wednesday. But, my car swerves a little bit in the driveway. And I'm like, that's weird. I thought the snow would be melted. So I keep trying to go. And then, I'm still swerving, kind of pushing the gas a little more. And I stop. And I'm like, you gotta be kidding me. I'm in my driveway. This is the only thing that could have gone wrong, and it's going wrong. So I'm like, all right, I'm gonna just reverse. Can barely get reversed. I try to hit it, get stopped again. Like, you got me. So I have to go to my garage, and like the shovel is usually like a bigger plastic shovel. For some reason, it's not in the garage. In the middle of winter, we don't have our snow shovel, so I have to get the metal shovel that I scoop dog poop with that's like this wide, and I have to create a path for me. So I try that, try to get back in my car, can't make it. So I walk up and I'm like, screw this, I'm not dealing with it anymore. And I'm too stubborn, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna deal with it. So then I go back out there. At least it wasn't cold. It was the only thing that was saving me. So at least it wasn't cold. I shoveled some more. I mean, I was on full throttle to get through my driveway. And I was going full throttle, swerving all over the place. And there was like this weird patch of rock that had been melted, like all the snow had melted off. So I had to reach that point. It just took me forever. I'm full throttle the whole way. I didn't think the old grandma car was gonna make it, but it did. And here we are now. Also, I dropped my camera when I was setting up, and I was afraid that it was gonna break. Thankfully, it didn't. I'm surprised it didn't. But yeah, that's where we were from 3:20 to 4:30 today. That was the worst hour of my life, nearly. It was horrible. But yeah, now we're past that, and now we can get into the tier list Tuesday. I hope you guys enjoyed story time. Yeah, it was rough. It was rough for Joe. But now we're just gonna get right into tier list Tuesday. Probably another somewhat controversial tier list, if I had to assume. But yeah, let's just get right into it. From top to bottom, we have top of the field, then solid choice, then barely drinkable, undrinkable, and never had. So yeah, let's just dive right into it. We have root beer, and this is Mug's version. I personally totally against root beer. Root beer is undrinkable. I don't understand how you guys do it. It is disgusting. Root beer is gross. End of the line. End of the line. Now, is Canada Dry? I've never even heard of that. And I'm sorry, I never had it. But yeah, I've never had Canada Dry. And it's ginger ale. I think I've had stuff like that maybe, but I don't know. Never had it. Now, Crush Orange. Now, another hot topic. Orange soda sucks. And it's undrinkable also. We're just starting low. And I've had Fanta, but I don't think I've had Sunkist. But I am not a fan of orange soda. It is a gross flavor. It does not taste like orange. So yeah, we're starting. So yeah, here we are. And now, just like that, we're like halfway through this tier list. Now we have Mountain Dew. It's probably a very, very popular choice. But for me personally, Mountain Dew is barely drinkable. And for you Clinton County folk that might be watching this, Ski is also in the barely drinkable category. Just because you guys made it, you guys think it's awesome, right? It's just like your kid comes home with like a finger painting drawing, you have to think it's awesome. Another topic, I made a free-handed poinsettia, and my family doesn't believe that it's free-handed poinsettia. I'm not butthurt about that. But yeah, Ski is also in the barely drinkable. For those who might not be around here, Ski is like a local lemony lime caffeinated beverage. And it's overrated. Just have to say it. Now we're getting into our lemon lime non-caffeinated drinks with 7-Up, Sierra Mist, Sprite. I must say, personally, I don't know why, 7-Up is barely drinkable for me. It's just a weird flavor. Great game though. Heads up, 7-Up. But the flavor of it is it's just weird. I don't know why. And Sierra Mist, I'm gonna have to say Sierra Mist is a solid choice. But the king of the lemon lime is Sprite, and Sprite is top of the field. Is a top of the field soda, especially if you know you know. Sprite with pasta or like Italian food, it hits different. Don't know why. And Sprite's also good when you have like a sickness, so it's a double benefit. And now the cola drinks. Now I'm more of a cola fan, or dark cola, I guess. Also, one thing that I forgot to point out, it's soda, not pop. Okay? Shouldn't call it pop. It's soda. Pop is like pop goes the weasel. Okay? It's soda. Forgot to mention that. But yeah, this is probably where we get a little dicey. The I guess Coca-Cola version of Dr. Pepper, I think. I'm pretty certain it's Coca-Cola. I will have to say Pib Extra. I have to give Pib Extra top of the field. I just have to. Pib Extra is a good soda. It's a very good soda. Now Pepsi. Pepsi's interesting. Pepsi. I'm gonna go solid choice. Well, just know that with this decision, I'm solid choice and barely drinkable. I'm not a huge fan of Pepsi. And now the rival company rival, at least Coca-Cola, it falls into the same boat where it can still be a solid choice, but it's right on the verge, right on the edge of barely drinkable. I would take a Sierra Mist over. Well, these are kind of all the same. Well, I'd probably take a Pepsi over Sierra Mist. No, I'd take a Sierra Mist over Pepsi or Coca Cola. If I'm being honest, but I'd take a Pepsi over Coke. Actually, they're kind of tight, but they're like barely in solid choice. Barely, because they're both better than Mountain Dew and 7 Up, but they're not close to Sprite and Mr. Pibb. Or Pibb Extra. I call him Mr. Pibb. And now, Dr. Pepper. PepsiCo's version of Dr. Pepper. You know, the fact that I said Pibb was Coca-Cola's version of Dr. Pepper, it's pretty obvious where Dr. Pepper's going. I completely forgot. Well, I would have given it away. I have a Dr. Pepper shirt because Dr. Pepper is the king of soda. You know what? I'm not even doing that. Come on. I mean, really? Dr. Pepper is the goat of soda. It really is. I drink a Dr. Pepper basically every day. It's the goat. It's amazing. Great flavor. It's even borderline good when it's flat. So yeah, of all you people that are Pepsi's better than Dr. Pepper, Coca-Cola is better than Dr. Pepper. No. Coca-Cola it makes my teeth feel soft. Not a fan. It's still a solid choice, but I'm drinking a Dr. Pepper because Dr. Pepper is the goat of soda. So yeah, there it is. The shorter tier list. Still one that I felt like I needed to do for society. So yeah, there it is, folks. That concludes today's episode of Tier List Tuesday on the Jomo Show. If you would be so kind to like this video, please like it. Also subscribe. Both are free. Haha. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Back Thursday. No idea what I'm gonna do yet, so I'm gonna be brainstorming tomorrow and probably Thursday. Hopefully figure it out. But yeah, we'll figure it out. It'll be fun. Also, go watch the newest Pokemon pack opening if that's something you're into. If it's not something you're into, go tell somebody who's into that kind of stuff. Because the next tier list Tuesday potentially involves Pokemon. So yeah, there we have it. The perfect tier list, as you guys can see on your screen right now. Please like, subscribe, ring the bell. The social medias in the description. Maybe comment what your favorite soda is on this list. And if it's ski, I mean you're wrong. But if it's ski, I guess you can say that ski's gross. So yeah, hope you guys enjoyed. Until Thursday for the not yet determined video. I will see you guys then, hopefully.